What is up, guys? We got the next video talking about the E36. We followed up from Burgers and Burnies that happened back here on February 23rd. Absolutely epic. Thank you everyone that came out. Huge success. We freaking shredded tires all day for Dom. The new skid pad was sick. If you haven't seen the E36 threw 2 sets of tires, but right after she got a little hot, caught on fire. So let's see what's going on. I got the next update and we'll see what else we get into. Stay tuned. Let's dive right into it. First things first. So I said the E36 caught on fire. Let's see what the damage is looking like. But hear me out, guys. This car had a huge burnout. This thing was ripping. It got hot. These cars like to get hot. Caught on fire. We have a few theories why it caught back here. Either some oil, electrical fire, or even something around the exhaust ignited. But here it is. We'll get it fixed up. Even though the fire ended pretty fast, about 10 seconds, it did its damage. It's got some battle scars, but nothing we can't fix. We'll get some heat shrink, get all new wire covers on the wires. The valve cover does need to be replaced. It got melted a little. We'll probably replace the coil packs just to be safe. But let me tell you guys, this thing freaking sent it. We had to send 2 tires for Dom after iffy burnouts at Burgers and Burnies. In the previous years with the cabbie, we had to give an ultimate burnout for Dom. This one was for you, bro. We're looking at you. We're hoping you're looking down after us, man. We're doing it for Dom. We miss you, man. But this is the car. We're going to keep it going. Let's get that valve cover addressed. And we have a little issue in the dash. So if you saw my stories after the burnout, the car kept running. But it seems like it's in these notorious key stalks that break. You can see mine's not looking too good. Alright guys, status update. No surprise, the scrapyard had no E36s. Wasn't too huge of a surprise. So I hit up my buddy that had some parts. Let's see what I'm working with. We got a whole new engine harness. I know I said I didn't know if I need it, but I got it in a great deal. We'll see if we use it. We got a brand new valve cover, OEM. That's what everyone's saying to do. Stick OEM, good parts on BMWs. That's what we're doing. We got a brand new valve cover. We got the grommets to go with it. And we got a whole new windshield cowl, as well as some RTV. So we are all ready to fix this thing fully up. All right, guys, status update. We got the coil packs out and everything off the valve cover to come off. It's definitely a little tricky getting this bolt all the way in the back. We're about to have this valve cover off shortly. Got them all loosened up. While I was in here, I noticed the fans were touching the fan shroud on the rad. So that needed to be replaced. And holy cow, good thing I definitely did take this rad off. I don't know, man. I've never seen a rad like this in my life. It literally split, widened up. That used to be a rectangle. So I don't think that would hold, and I'm gonna get a new one anyway. We need a new fan shroud. So we'll get that replaced, get the valve cover replaced. The harness is looking a little worrisome. Not gonna lie, all these coatings were coming off. Nothing seems like burnt in half, but we'll see. Probably just gonna end up replacing it all. All right, guys, unexpected delay, but let me show you what we got going on. We got some good news and bad news. So the engine harness and the valve cover, these were both the parts that I showed you guys earlier. They ended up being incorrect. The biggest difference we noticed right off the bat is this is a full rectangle, and this is a correct one. The valve covers have a little edging. So these were for an M52, both of it, but it looks like it's a TU version. It's basically a test version Beamer. They're a little bit different. Basically, I can use it. That's all we need to know. So luckily, I had a good buddy, local, Tyler, come through, gave me a good one. Even has a nice cover. There's the old one laying on over there. Good thing we definitely took it off. It did have a little burn hole in the end. We had all the homies over last Saturday looking at this. Shout out to everyone that came through. And we were ready to replace it, but obviously didn't have the right part. Now we do, though. So that's the bad news. The good news is, check this out. We got it already opened up. this motor, not looking bad. My buddies were like, how many miles are on this? I'm like, 150K. And they're like, damn, doesn't look bad. These inline sixes, they can take a beating. So let's hope everything goes smooth. We'll get this thing back on shortly, and then we'll see where we go from there. Stay tuned. And side note, a hawk or an owl had a meal right above the E36 last night, it looks like. I have a camera, I didn't catch a clip, but this is how we woke up this morning. And you can kind of see how that paint really shines into orange in the light now. As you get right here. What's up, guys? I'm freaking amped up because we're finally going to be getting the E36 all back together today. In the last video, we finished up the valve cover. We got that all on. Let me show you guys real quick here. Don't mind the bag on the electronics. We're going to get that fixed up today. But we got the brand new valve cover all on. To be safe, we replaced all the coil packs and the little wiring for the coil packs. I'll show you guys the old coil packs back here, as well as what we got going on. It was definitely safe because you can see the back coil pack was definitely fried. Had to break some of it to just get it off, and as well as the plug for 6. Everything else was pretty good, and let me tell you guys, it was still working, but we're gonna be safe. We're gonna replace that. We got some heat shrink and some wire cover to touch up the harness. Hear me out. We just want to get this car started first, so we're just going to patch everything up, see how it's running. Worst things worst, just make sure the head gasket's still okay on the car, move forward from there. So we still could be replacing the harness, but this is what we're doing for now. But on top of this, we got some upgrades. The cooling system was the big problematic, and these cars have bad cooling issues. Some guys tell me they don't really need a whole lot, but we like to do the skid pad, we like to do the burnouts, we're trying to just do drifting with this car, we're trying to send it. So we're going to be upgrading the cooling. Let me show you guys. Alright, so in this box here, we got a brand new rad. Pull this puppy out. So here she is, our brand new E36 rad that is now electronically powered fans. So from factory, these cars' fans are powered by the motor. It's literally spun off there. So from switching to electronic, we're going with the goal that it's going to cool a little bit better and we'll have more control of it, because we're also going to be replacing the thermostat in the car, which is going to make the cooling system, the fans and everything, kick on sooner. Cool the car a little bit better. That's what we're going for. So let's get all this stuff thrown on, fix up the harness. We'll have this thing start up soon. Stay tuned. Finally, guys, the E36 is all back together. Let's show you guys what's going on and get it started. Like it never even happened, guys. As you saw, we got the brand new valve cover on. We got the harness all patched up with some new loom, new heat shrink, even got some nice braided cover for the major harness. Should all be protected from heat. And what's to come, that's all looking clean. And then we got the brand new rad, guys. She's all in. Shout out to Devin, welded up some nice mounts onto here, freshened up. Now on the electronic fan, it's got its own relay, so it'll run right off the car whenever it needs cooling. With the new thermostat, it's gonna kick on. So that's all buttoned up. With that, that's definitely gonna increase the cooling like we were saying, but also deleting the fan off the motor, we think it's gonna make it more snappy. So let's see, guys, let's get this thing started and see how she's running. About to get this thing fired up. The weirdest thing is when you connect the battery still, get it on here, you get literally every electronic. So it's somehow or some reason stuck in auxiliary mode. It's something to do with the key console that I was showing you guys earlier in the video. So if anyone has any suggestion with me, I'm open to it. Bear yourself, guys. We replaced all the coil packs. So there could be a misfire, but let's see how she's doing. All right, guys, not the ending I was looking for. As I went to go code read the car, because there was a slight miss, trying to look for what cylinder was misfiring regarding to replace the coil packs. I find some things, but before I show you, I just want to tell you guys, This is what cars do. Cars will beat you up, and this is why a lot of people don't stick with them, because you don't like working on them. They can be a pain in the butt, man, and this thing's being a pain in the butt. We've been working on it for a month, and to find more issues like this is really heartening, but we're taking you guys for the journey. This is what it's all about. So let's see. As you guys saw, looking nice under the engine bay, but you go under here. I got the dash all apart because I was looking for the OBD port, found it, scored, singed, all the way as far as I can see. Extremely concerning. Looking around in here further, jeez, oh man, I did not notice it was this bad. I don't know who was working on this car 2 owners ago. The guy that I bought it from said there was a sketchy guy. I'm thinking we're finding it. So they put a car alarm on the car. This car was in New York City. That's probably why. Don't ask me. But they got it wired like jackasses, and this is not connected properly. We're gonna have to fix this all up. This could literally be the issue of why the car is staying on, most likely. And this is gonna be an issue that might be a whole harness replacement. I have no idea, but we're gonna dig into it farther. Like I said, we're taking you guys along the journey. It's gonna be a pain, but this is what it's all about. We're gonna get this car out drifting. I'm passionate about this, guys. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for the community. We ripped a gnarly burnout for Dom, and we're just gonna keep this build going. We wanna grow drifting with static struggle, and this is how we're gonna do it with this build. So stay tuned. We'll have more build updates to come. I don't know if we'll go push to start. I don't know what we're gonna fix, but we're going to have to fix some stuff. So stay tuned, more to come on the 36. Thank you guys all for watching. If you haven't already, drop the sub. I'll see you guys next time. If you guys like to support the E36 build, we released a new t-shirt, and all contributions will be going to rebuilding the car.